The town sort of stood still for a while.
The investors had deserted the town. People were forced to sell, or they were forced to take considerable losses on their properties.
We're all entrenched in this, we've got buy-in. This is our place.
It's a chilly Thursday night in Whyalla, and that means footy training for the Central Whyalla Roosters. It's one of 6 AFL clubs in the regional city, and after a solid start to the season, the team has a good shot at taking the flag.
I hate to say it's a religion, but I spend more time at the footy club than I do probably at home.
Like many regional areas, footy is at the heart of the community, beating rhythmically to the tune of the town.
When a town's succeeding, there's more people around, there's more jobs, there's more futures. If we have jobs for our kids, they stay local, our footy clubs succeed.
This year, the club's marking its 100th anniversary, a milestone drawing hundreds of former players back to Whyalla to watch.
They can talk about how good a player you are rather than how good a player they were. Really enjoy the game, guys, and enjoy the fit-out.
From the sidelines, Tony Buckley watches his eldest son take the field. He knows all too well reaching this milestone didn't come easily.
Whyalla has always been the one-horse town.
Known as the Steel City, some 3,000 jobs rely on the steelworks and nearby iron ore mines.
I was working part-time in a fast food outlet whilst at school, and positions became available in steelworks, and I started as a 17-year-old.
He's now clocked up more than 3 decades on the job.
It's a big job, isn't it?
Yes, it is a big job. It needs to keep going 24/7. So many different variables. As you've seen when we opened up, so many things can go wrong.
It's been a turbulent time at the steelworks. In April 2016, owing more than $4 billion, the business's then owner Arium went into voluntary administration. It followed ruthless job cuts at Arium's Whyalla operations.
It was just hard times. You didn't know what to do. You still had to live. You still had your bills to pay, but you just didn't know if you had a job.
Fear rippled through the community. This has been Liz Attard's daily grind for 22 years. At one point, the hard-working local businesswoman wondered if it was all for nothing.
Very worried, yes. Of course, that does cross your mind. You invest a lot of money into a business, obviously into your home as well, so it's a double whammy for people that own businesses.
The town was again in the national spotlight, facing the very real potential of becoming extinct. 5 months after Arium entered administration, in an extraordinary move, workers eventually voted to take a 10% pay cut to save costs and make the business more attractive to prospective buyers.
The 10% in the scheme of things, better than not having a job.
The place caught the eye of Sanjeev Gupta, a British billionaire with a proven background in steel in the UK and Europe.
And from the very moment I came here, I fell in love with the place, and I could empathise with this. I could see the commitment and the passion in the people, same as I see in my country in the UK.
Suddenly, against all odds, Whyalla had a future again.
Oh, it was a godsend, actually.
Is Sanjeev the saviour of Whyalla?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. What was the end game before that? We were shutting down.
Work is underway to expand the steelworks to initially increase production by 50% to 1.8 million tonnes a year. In December, Mr Gupta revealed he'd signed off on $600 million worth of projects as part of his grand transformation plans. Things are already turning around locally too, as business confidence picks up. Realtor Graham Taylor's phone has been running hot.
Yes, I've just spoken with the vendor. They're happy to accept your offer, and I think we've got a deal.
At its worst, Whyalla's rental vacancy rate skyrocketed to 30%. Now it's down to 2.9%. Sales are strong too.
The volume of sales has been quite exceptional over the last 6 months and 12 months. So.
According to property market research firm Propertyology, Whyalla's median house price increased by 13% over the March quarter, driven by major projects and an attractive median house price of less than $200,000.
This is your typical median priced home that we've just sold.
Council's forecasting the population to grow from 23,000 to 30,000 in the next 3 years. How do you think the market will respond?
I expect there to be some price movement with the current listings of homes. It's also going to require some housing development So there are pockets of land around Whyalla and land opportunities further out.
The local council is preparing for major growth, recently signing off on a $45 million hotel to be built on the foreshore, a $145 million horticultural development to be powered by solar, as well as a $6 million recycling business. Sanjeev Gupta set an ambitious population target of 80,000 people. Most locals here are sceptical about reaching that. But what is clear is, however Whyalla grows, the community will need to develop and diversify with it to secure its future.
For most of us, I think that we know nothing happens overnight, and just to know that the steelworks have been bought and that we're not going to be a ghost town is just, we couldn't ask for anything more, I think.
You just want to see your kids thrive, you want to see them have the opportunities, and like I've had and my parents had, Whyalla's provided for us all.